The room buzzed with murmurs as people of all walks of life gathered for the town hall meeting on self employment in the UK. The speaker, a seasoned labour rights advocate named Rachel, walked to the podium. Her warm smile invited trust, but her eyes held a steely determination. Thank you all for being here, she began. Let me start by sharing a story about someone who could be any one of you. Emma, a talented baker with a knack for creating magic in her kitchen, decided to leave her corporate job and pursue her dream. She worked tirelessly to build a business, offering cakes that brought joy to her community. But as new regulations poured in, Emma found herself drowning in compliance paperwork. Each form she filled out took her further away from the art she loved, leaving her exhausted and disillusioned. She began to feel disconnected from the very people she baked for. Rachel paused, letting the weight of Emma's story settle. Emma's story reminds us that self employment isn't just about work, it's about connection, passion, and fulfilling our purpose. Yet, for so many like her, the dream of self employment has become a maze of frustration. She leaned slightly forward, her tone shifting. Now, let's look at the data. Did you know that despite these labour reforms, 38% of gig workers report no improvement in their financial stability? Regulations aimed at ensuring fairness often lead to administrative complexity, especially for small scale self employed individuals. Many are forced to divert their time, energy, and even resources toward compliance instead of their craft or trade. So it's logical to ask, are we addressing the right problems or are we creating more barriers? Her voice sharpened slightly, cutting through the air. A system meant to protect should not suffocate. This isn't just a policy issue, Rachel continued, her tone resolute. It's a matter of values. We've promised fairness and opportunity to workers like Emma. Yet, when a government prioritizes red tape over real impact, we fail those values. Regulations should empower, not stifle. We need a system that genuinely upholds fairness without suffocating small businesses under layers of bureaucracy. The room grew still as Rachel paused to let her words resonate. Then she offered a lighter touch. But let's face it, some of these rules, they're bonkers. A ripple of laughter spread through the room. Imagine trying to understand page after page of legalese just to hire a freelancer or claim a tax deduction. What we need is simplicity and creativity. Let's shake things up and find innovative solutions that actually work for real people, not just in theory. Her energy was infectious, the mood in the room lifting. Rachel shifted again, her expression serious. Let me share another story. Tom, a savvy social media consultant, turned his skills into a thriving freelance consultancy. Yet, instead of celebrating his success, these regulations made his work harder. He spent hours navigating compliance requirements instead of expanding his business or mentoring others. The question is clear. Do we want entrepreneurs like Tom tied up in knots over compliance? Or do we want them driving our economy forward, inspiring others to follow their dreams? Her tone softened, becoming almost wistful. Now, picture a world where self employed workers can focus on their craft without worrying about the labyrinth of regulations. A system where innovation and individuality thrive, where small business owners, creators, and freelancers are free to do what they do best. Isn't that the vision we all want? She let the question hang in the air, her eyes scanning the room. Rachel's voice grew firm once more. The Labour government's intentions might be good, but intentions don't always translate into impact. If the very workers these policies are meant to protect are worse off, then we need to question the approach. Self-employment should be empowering, not exhausting. She concluded with a call to action, her voice resolute, yet hopeful. We need to advocate for balance, for policies that protect without burdening. Let's work together to create a future where self-employment is a viable, thriving choice for all. The room erupted into applause, the audience feeling seen, heard, and inspired by Rachel's words. The meeting ended, but the spark of determination lingered in the air, a shared commitment to reimagining a system that truly works for everyone. In summary, Rachel's speech highlighted three key points. First, while regulations are well-intentioned, they often create more barriers than solutions for self-employed individuals. Second, a balanced approach is necessary to protect workers without overwhelming them with bureaucracy. Finally, self-employment should foster innovation and passion, not stifle it. By addressing these challenges thoughtfully, the future of self-employment in the UK can become an empowering and sustainable path for all.